Hi everyone, and welcome to morning coffee break. Trying to get situated here. Today's Tuesday, May 18th. Currently it's 64 degrees. High today is 75. Rain chance is 20%. Humidity 75%. There's no wind. Air quality is 57. That's moderate. Well, I'm thinking about it. Look at this. Clean my tablet off here and get it going so it'll be ready. Oh yeah, I should have done it to begin with probably, but I did put the recipe for my custard pie in the description of the video, of the Cook with Chef Mike video. I got it right here, but I don't think you could see it too good here, like that. If you wanted a snapshot of that, or you can see in the description of that video. Okay. I'll go ahead and put it on there so it'll be ready. Let's take a little walk around. Everybody over here is looking much happier than they were in the house. It's a Joy's garden here. Everything over here is looking pretty good. I see one of these little potatoes starting to grow right here. The little different colored potatoes. This potato plant looks great. That one's trying to look a little better. Some tomatoes growing. There's two of them. There's one. Some of the store-bought ones are looking a little bit better. Them still got a ways to go to get greener. That bird's over here fighting. Look at that. They're pretty close to me too. They don't seem bothered by me, really. Look, they're sharing some. That male went up there and brought some of that down to that female and gave it to her. Look at that. It's giving it to them. Those are babies. That's why they're doing that. That's a family right there. So that one's getting that stuff and bringing it to them. Watch. It's getting the suet and taking it down there to them. Trying to get as much as it can. Look at them. Those are babies. How cute. It's feeding them. I guarantee you that's the mother. And that's the father going up there and getting the suet, and the baby's just waiting there for him. Oh, look at that. Isn't that something? I've not seen that happen yet. This is the first time I've seen that happen. Putting it right in their mouths. Well, this is amazing, y'all. I like this. I don't want to scare them off. Keeps going up there and getting more of it and taking it to them. That's amazing, y'all. It's a good father. Everybody's looking good over here. The ones I grew are fantastic. And some of the ones I bought are coming back around. I really wish I had just grown all my own. I still got plenty of my own here. I got, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I got one over there. Look at these green beans. Boy, those back there look like they're gonna be some monster. Look at the ones right there, how big. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Let me get a picture of these. But those over there, crazy big. Everybody's doing good over here. These two varieties, I mean, this variety here is coming up. This variety here is not. The one that's not coming up yet is evergreen bunching onion. These are white Lisbon here. You can see some cucumbers coming up now. Different ones. There's a few right there. All the radishes have come up nicely. I don't know why that one little bitty area right there is missing some. Didn't come up. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I missed a place. I don't know. Still don't see any carrots coming up yet. Surely they will. Peppers look good. Nothing's got in here since I put the forks in. And still nothing's got in this one yet. It's been over a week. Little bird. Everybody's looking up here. It rained a little bit last night. Not a whole lot. Look at these. Look, we got a butterfly on here. You liking that? You like those flowers? Hmm? It'll take a while for some of these flowers to grow. Well, that one's looking even better with all these others. This one's a different color too. Look at that. These are beautiful. I don't see any chipmunks over there right now. I'm not for sure which day we're mowing. It isn't real bad yet. You know, with as high as gas is, you really got to push it kind of. You know, you don't want to wait until it's so high that it's going to be a problem to mow it. But you sure don't want to mow it when it doesn't need it yet either. Everybody's looking real good today. Some of these tomatoes will come around that I bought. I like I said, if I would have had more confidence in myself, I wouldn't have bought any of them. I got, I guess, scared. They were looking kind of small, you know. I didn't think they would get like they are now. I'll know better next year. That's how I learn, though. Do different things, try different things. See what works and what doesn't. Cornflowers. Plenty of things coming up here now. Pretty good. Some's trying to come up back here, but it's been taken over by this stuff. Here. Right, here's some. What are you gonna do? These others are trying to grow. There's a bunch in here trying to grow, but it's got this stuff all over it. That's about all I can do for them. Try to clear some of this out. There we go. Give the flowers a chance here. Yeah. That'll help you some, guys and girls. Now let's see if these perk up. These are the ones I'm trying to keep. I don't want this other stuff is what's eating, crawling all over everything. That's a little better. Oh, this is looking great. Cornflowers are looking good too. These have about run their course, I guess. They're already falling apart. I mean, falling off. Got some things trying to grow here. I don't think they're getting enough sun in between all this other stuff. wonder when the rest of these will bloom. Maybe they're cutting a tree or something. Somebody is. Yeah, oh, they're cutting on those hedges that have grown out of control. I know them things over there are about grown out of control. Scott said whatever it is, it's really hard to cut. It's the branches are real tough. He said he would shape it up for me some, but probably he hadn't had time. I'd say he's been real busy. That was so cute, that family of birds. Well, they were ready for that suet whenever it would get it. So they're just out of the nest then. To be still wanting to eat like that. Needs to teach them how to get up there and get some food. Boy, this one's turning out so nice. I love all the flowers. Before it's over with, there should be a lot more out there at the rock. There was last year. It was unbelievable. To get a little bit more going out there, I'll have my devotions out there one morning. I used to. Okay. Okie dokie. There's an ant. Get away. Let's see here. Today, the thumbnail is the wraps that we got from Grocery Outlet. They're Hillshire Farm. I believe they were called Southwestern. I think they were turkey breast. They were, yeah, Southwestern turkey breast, and they had pepper jack cheese, chipotle mayo, and tortillas were something like tomato jalapeno. So I was worried that it was going to be hot, but it wasn't. And Joy Tucker suggested maybe we dip them in ranch dressing in case they were hot, but they weren't. But it still was really good dipped in ranch dressing. So that's ranch dressing there. And those potatoes are those bird's eye. I think they were called loaded bake. What are they called? They're called bird's eye bakes, I think they're called. It's a new line of stuff they've got. And this one's loaded potato. And it was really good, but with 3 of us, we didn't get a whole lot. You can see what's on there, but I didn't want to use 2 of them because they were like $3.80 some or something like that. So I couldn't see using 2 of them, you know, just for to go with something as a side. So we just made do with how much was there. If you have more than 3 people, you definitely would have to have 2 of them. There's no way. I wish they were a little bigger, but it was delicious. Everything was good. And I still got half my wrap I can have for lunch today. It was pretty big. I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't starved, but I just ate half of it, and that was plenty for me and the potatoes. Trying to cut back a little anyway on my calories. Today will be the preview of the review show. I'll be showing you the items that we'll be trying tomorrow on Logan's Awesome Snack Reviews and going over the nutrition facts. Today, what's for dinner? I'm going to do that. It's funny, it's Southwestern again. It's just coincidence. We had 2 things that said that. It's Southwestern chicken breast from Aldi, seasoned already. But I'm going to put it in the crock pot with onions, carrots, and potatoes. And I'm going to put a sauce over it, like a crock pot sauce, either garlic butter or roasted chicken sauce. I'm not for sure yet. I think I'm leaning towards garlic butter. And it'll still taste wonderful. The chicken will taste wonderful still because I've done it before. So that's what's for dinner, crock pot deal. I like to usually do crock pot on Wednesdays. Well, Logan changed his day to Thursday that he does his show. I guess I'm so used to doing the preview show today, I'll probably still keep it on today, on Tuesdays. But he changed the day that he does it on Thursday, which is fine. That's fine. But let's see. What I was getting at is I usually try to do a crock pot on the day we do the show because I don't have to worry about cooking after the show. But I think I'll just be using it today. In today's question, I'm trying to do like questions that are relevant to what I'm talking about each day. And like today would be, do you like cooking in a crock pot? And if you don't have one, I know a lot of people are getting Instapots and stuff like that. Crock pots have been around. I mean, I remember, early 70s, even, the early 70s, I definitely remember us having one, my family, and using it a lot. I think some people have kind of got away from it because there's so many faster ways with Instant Pots and stuff. But and a lot of the Instant Pots and stuff like that have like a crock pot setting. Anyway, so you ought to try it. There's tons of recipes out there. You can't hardly go wrong. It's hard to burn something in it as long as it's got some moisture in there. I mean, if you can't let it just dry up, but a little bit of water or some kind of liquid. But anyway, that's the question. Do you like cooking in a crock pot? And that brings us to today's tidbits. If you haven't watched my Cook With Me, I don't do them very often, but I did one yesterday, Cook with Chef Mike, and I fixed egg custard pie, and we had half of it last night, and it was all we could do not to eat the rest. Let's just say it was delicious. Okay, today's tidbits, everyone. Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. Here, you can drink your coffee. Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. It has about 11,842 lakes, with each lake spanning more than 10 acres. If the ponds and wetlands are included, then the number swells to 28,176. The lakes are of different shades due to the colorful chemicals present in their dissolved organic matter. What are karst landscapes? Karst is a special type of landscape that is formed by the dissolution of soluble rocks, like limestone and dolomite. Karst regions are ideal for storing water as an aquifer that is capable of providing large supplies of water. In the U.S., about 20% of the land surface is made up of karst landscapes. Wow, I didn't know that. I learn something every day on this. The collapsing Chinhoyi cave system in Zimbabwe. Chinhoyi Caves is located near Zimbabwe's capital, Harare. It is regarded as a dying one as they are slowly collapsing. The cave system consists of tunnels, chambers, and stunning blue pools inside preserved limestone and dolomite caves. The water of the pool constantly stays at a temperature of 72. Wow. The deadly 1946 Aleutian tsunami on April Fool's Day. An undersea earthquake of 7.8 magnitude hit the Aleutian Islands off the coast of Alaska in the middle of the night on April 1, 1946. It triggered a massive tsunami that killed 159 people and caused more than $26 million in damage in the Hawaiian Islands, which is 2,400 miles south of the quake's epicenter. The Gulf of Mexico, largest gulf in the world. A gulf is a body of water that is connected to a sea or ocean and is completely surrounded by land. The Gulf of Mexico is the largest gulf in the world, covering 615,000 square miles with a width of 810 miles and a depth of 4,384 meters. It was formed around 300 million years ago as a result of shifting tectonic plates. Greenland ice melt increases as glaciers get shorter. Scientists have stated that a large portion of the Greenland ice sheet is melting as glaciers get shorter, with its surface exposed to warm temperatures at lower altitudes. This finding warns of the increasing rate of ice melt in the Arctic, where climate change is causing temperatures to rise much faster than the rest of the world. Joe, you might like this one. Why do worms crawl out after rainfall? Joe has a worm farm. Scientists have theorized about why worms appear above ground when it rains heavily. Worms breathe through the skin, so they move to the surface to avoid suffocation. Worms use rainy days to migrate as it is easy to slither on wet ground. Some believe the sound of the rain makes worms think they're in danger and move to the surface to escape. The troll trees of Gritteskogen in Sweden. Look at that name. Did I do okay? Gritteskogen in Sweden has the largest population of unique tree species that create an element of creepiness even during daytime. This collection of the dwarf beech trees were once believed to be enchanted trolls in disguise. A rare mutation disrupts its growth cycle, causing it to grow more in width than height. Well, can rivers flow backwards? We talked about the Chicago River, them changing the course of it backwards. One of the world's largest and most famous Mississippi River indeed flowed backward. In fact, the river has flowed back multiple times due to natural disasters. The first time was during a series of earthquakes in 1812, and then during Hurricane Katrina and Isaac. And lastly, NASA discovers the sound of deep space. NASA's Voyager 1 spacecraft has detected a hum caused by vibrations from the trace amounts of gas in deep space. This is the echo of electrically charged plasma, which makes up most of interstellar space so-called dust. When amplified to levels audible by human ear, it sounds like a low hum. This is the background noise of deep space. All right, everyone, that's it today for today's tidbits, and that's it for Morning Coffee Break. Please press that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. And share with someone, please. That really helps. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I will be seeing you later on doing something. We'll see. Bye, everyone, and God bless.